Hello mga ka-players, may bago tayong project. Nakikita nyo ba tong dinosaur na to? Bigat itong hangit na to. Bubuhayin natin siya kasi medyo napag-iwanan na siya ng panahon. So stay tuned here in Just Playing Around. So yung nakikita nyo sa screen ngayon is actually my old laptop. It's an HP EliteBook 6930p. It came in with Windows 7 in an Intel Core Duo. No? Medyo luma na siya. Intel Core 2 Duo. Jurassic na. No?
Oh no!
So I got this from my previous company when I was working in telecommunications. And sa company na yun kasi, no, if nag-end of life yung support for that laptop habang sa'yo siya, then you have the option to buy it. And of course, I bought it 2,000. During that time, it was way cool. Pero medyo outdated na siya kasi Windows 7 eh Windows 10 na ngayon. Tapos medyo mabagal na yung performance niya, no? And I've been doing a little research and I found out na pwede ko pala siyang somewhat i-upgrade or buhayin and then siguro lagyan ko siya ng Windows 10. So I think I may have found a way. So yan yung gagawin natin ngayon at papakita ko sa inyo exactly kung paano natin siya gagawin. So simulan na natin. So kung i-observe natin itong laptop na to, meron pa siyang CD-ROM drive. And honestly speaking, kailan ka ba huling gumamit ng CD? No? I don't see any possibility in the near future that I'll be needing a CD-ROM drive. Tapos may 2 gigs na siya. Upgradable daw siya up to 4 gigs pero sa sobrang luma nitong model, napakahirap na maghanap ngayon ng memory card na fit dito sa model na to. Kung meron man, ang mahal. So hindi na masyadong practical. So 3 things lang ang need natin dito. And syempre, sa Lazada ko binili ang mga yan. Ang una kong binili would be the Drive Caddy. So this caddy would allow me to install a hard drive in it and put it in the slot where my CD-ROM currently is. Next is, bibili tayo ng solid state drive or SSD drive. And we plan to install the operating system there kasi mas mabilis yung response in reading time niya. Wala na kasi siyang mechanical disk na umiikot, para na siyang pen drive. So, ang gagawin natin, yung lumang hard drive, papalitan natin ng solid state drive. And lastly, we need a Windows 10 installer. Of course, I bought a valid license, no? A legit license for Windows 10. Pero wala akong patience to download the installer from the official Microsoft site. So bumili ako ng USB drive that is already USB bootable. And nandun na yung installer. May mga free programs lang siya. But, you know, I don't really need most of those. Pero I'll be using the pen drive din naman. So why not just buy a pen drive that I can use for the installation. So ganito lang kasimple yung gagawin natin. First is we will pull out the old CD-ROM drive from the laptop kasi dyan natin ikakabit yung caddy. And then bubunutin natin yung lumang hard drive ng laptop at ilalagay natin sa caddy as the second drive. And then yung SSD drive ang magiging bagong primary drive ng laptop. Ito na yung mga items na in-order natin. So we need this for this project specifically. Let's open them up. So ito yung drive caddy natin. Ito naman yung bootable USB Windows installer. Finally, ito yung ating 120 SSD hard drive. So I guess we're ready. Kunin na natin yung laptop. Okay, here we are. Natin laptop. Alright, itabi muna natin to dito. Okay. Now, if you would notice the caddy, no, the SSD drive would actually fit here. Pero as you've seen dun sa plan ng diagram natin kanina, yung lumang hard drive na nasa loob ng laptop ngayon ang ilalagay natin dyan. And then this faster SSD drive, yung gagawin nating OS hard drive sa loob ng laptop.
Because people say mas mabilis daw.
So let's start. Tanggalin muna natin tong battery. Just to make sure na walang kuryente, no? Napaka-Jurassic kasi nitong laptop na to eh. No? So ayan, so kung mapapansin mo malamang dito sa part na to, nandito yung lumang hard drive, no? Tanggalin muna natin siya gamit tong screwdriver na kasama dun sa package ng caddy. Oh, okay, 2 screws lang pala yun, no? This would be easier than I thought. Okay, so ito na nga yung lumang mechanical drive natin, no? So tanggalin natin siya. Actually, nandito pa sa lumang hard drive yung mga files natin, no?
Oh no!
Pero okay lang yan. We will make this as a second drive
lalagay natin siya dun sa caddy so that ang laman nitong SSD drive natin would only be the operating system. So, mas mabilis tatakbo yung computer natin. Okay, so tanggalin muna natin tong hard drive. Alright, so there's another enclosure pa pala sa loob, no? Tanggalin natin siya. And then, put in the SSD drive. Screw it in. Alright, all done. All we have to do now is slide it in. And tulak natin konti para mag-connect yung pinaka-pin niya. Yan. Then we have to secure it with a screw. And takpan na natin. Alright. Almost tapos na tayo. Now, we will have to mount the mechanical drive to our drive caddy. Fit natin siya. Tapos may para siyang lock dito sa bandang ilalim. So, screw mo lang yan. So, we will now remove the CD-ROM drive. We won't need it anymore. May gumagamit pa ba ng CD ngayon? Tanggalin muna natin yung tornilyo. Then, so, meron lang siyang parang pin dito. Yan. Mabubunot na siya. Okay, let's see. Tignan nga natin dun sa luma. No? Magkasukat naman siya. Pero we have to transfer this pin. So, ililipat lang natin siya. Uy! OMG! Ingat-ingat ng konti. Yan. So, lapag muna natin siya dyan. Then, let's get our caddy. Then, i-screw natin yung pin. Alright, ready na to mga friends. Perfect. Okay, then we put the battery in. Flip it. And now, ibuboot na natin yung USB to install Windows.
Wow, Windows 10. Okay, I'll just set it up, guys. I'll get back to you as soon as we have the installation completed.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we went through standard installation setup screens. We selected the language, the time format, the keyboard layout. And here we can clearly see that there's an allocated space of 112 gigabytes. So our SSD card is 120 gigabytes, so that's probably it. Some of the space may be used by the hard drive for whatever purpose it may have. So that's it because it's unallocated.
A few inches later.
Okay, finally we're at the last stage of the setup, and this will probably take additional more minutes, but I'm sure it's on its way.
Eventually.
And there we have it. We have our newly upgraded laptop now working with an SSD drive. Now all we have to do is delete the unnecessary partitions from our old hard drive so that we can fully dedicate that drive for storing our documents, pictures, or whatever other files that we have.
Alright, so na-upgrade na nga natin, no? Ginagamit ko na siya for an hour, and so far okay naman yung performance, no? I don't know if it's just placebo, but I can see the difference. I can feel the difference as to how it was before. Siyempre, sanay na tayo sa Windows 10, Windows 7 siya, nakakainis siyang gamitin before, so parang inaalikabok na nga to eh. Pero while using it, no, I tried, using some basic programs, even some video editing programs in my music digital audio workstations. Okay siya, kaya niya. So I think mas magagamit ko na siya ngayon. Set up ko na lang siguro siya sa room, and I'll connect a monitor so I'll have dual screen. And maybe I can do my music production hobbies there. Speaking of, kung hindi ka pa subscriber nitong channel ko, subscribe ka naman. Malay mo may mapulot ko din sa mga videos ko in the future. Because like you, I'm just an ordinary guy having a 96 job. But I believe we all need a balance between our productivity and our creativity and our digital proficiency para maging excellent tayo sa mga ginagawa natin. Kung may suggestions ka naman o mga comments kung ano sa tingin mo yung mga dapat kong i-cover dito as a regular guy like you, then comment mo dyan sa baba. Hit mo na rin yung like ha, para naman matulungan yung algorithm ko sa YouTube. So, see you again. Once again, this is JP and you were watching Just Playing Around. See ya!